Hi everybody, this is Leslie with Art Ladle and Spade, and it is Wednesday afternoon and it is starting. So this is the ground cover that we're going to put on this side. This is going to also help with erosion. So I'm going to put some canna lilies and just maybe some cast iron behind this right here. But this is called Golden Pacific juniper, and this is going to get 15 inches tall and about 3 to 8 feet wide, and excellent ground cover for cascading over walls. So this again is for the erosion problem that we are preventing that could occur here with the water runoff. And again, I'm going to put some tall plants behind here. We had canna lilies back here before, but right now we're going to focus on the juniper, and then once the fence is replaced, then I'll go ahead and put some tall perennials in this area. And this is also full sun. And so I'm going to pan over here to the garage area, and this is what we're doing on this side. So we just came from a nursery up in North Georgia, and we were able to get these beautiful cypress. And I don't have a tag on here, but these are cypress, and we've got another type of juniper here. This is called, it doesn't say, yes, Juniper Blue Pacific. Juniper Blue Pacific. And I think this one said it was going to get 4 feet wide. And so this will spread down. This is also a good ground cover for erosion control. So this is what you'll see on the side of interstates and things of that nature. But yeah, so it is starting. It looks really pretty. The contrast looks really pretty up against the garage. And we bought 6 of them. So we're not sure if all 6 were going to be able to go out here. These are full sun. And yeah, so it's exciting. And this area here will be a huge island, and my plan is to put a big island here and then a big island behind it where my husband's truck is parked right now. But I would like to put a really tall weeping conifer in this area with a Japanese maple and maybe another different type of picea. But I would like a lot of layers in this area right here and behind it. So the smaller the island will go back in this space. And I'll film more once the truck is out of the way. But right now, this is what's happening here. Very, very exciting. So again, my husband is digging away. This has been very frustrating because the concern is the erosion and the runoff. The retaining wall is on the other side of the silt fence, and just making sure we're protecting that area and not causing additional issues. And he's also going to get, I guess it's an erosion blanket that will go in here as well. So he's going to go ahead and plant and then cut around and put the blanket down and stake it. And from what he's read, it takes about 90 days for it to start to break down. It is biodegradable, but it's going to help reinforce this dirt, or clay. This is really clay, so it doesn't move and it doesn't cause a problem for the retaining wall or the garage. All right, I will be back later to show you what's going on, and I will be traveling. And so this will be my probably last video for the next few days, but please take out some time to watch previous videos if you haven't watched my channel before. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. This is Leslie with Art, Ladle, and Spade. Hi everybody, this is Leslie with Art, Ladle, and Spade, and it is Wednesday evening, and my husband was able to get all 5 of the cypresses planted. There's one on the end where my guess is he has that down there to see whether or not that's going to get full sun or not. These are all full sun evergreens, and these are the juniper. So there's 1 juniper left and there's 1 cypress left, but he has gotten all of the juniper planted. He planted it up on a mound, and he did do soil amendments 50-50 with the native soil. But it looks really good. I love the contrast, and these are going to look really good once they start spreading down the hill. And as I had stated in the earlier video, that he is going to get an erosion, I guess like an erosion blanket. My guess is like similar to barrier, landscape barrier, but it's for erosion, and it will break down after about 90 days, so it's biodegradable, and the purpose is to hold the soil in place and give the root system enough time to establish with the evergreens. But the goal here was just to make sure that we can control the erosion and it doesn't cause an issue down with the retaining wall or on the other side where it goes down over the retaining wall. So this is for erosion control, but it's also very beautiful. So this looks really good. And here's the other side. This didn't get finished, but again, this is for erosion control, and I will go ahead and put some cast iron and some canna lilies back there and do a lot of perennials. And then out in the yard, his truck was planted out or parked out here earlier. This will be where a very large island will go, and I guess there'll be a little walkway here. I might do some flagstone path here. And then we're going to do a fire pit area, but right now it's just trying to prevent a muddy mess. It is supposed to rain, I guess, next week, so we have a little bit of time, but I'll be traveling. But this will be where the next island, and I'm not going to do a rock island out here. I'm going to do a hard border, and similar to the one that I recreated in the front yard or expanded in the front yard. So this will not be a rock border. This will be a hard edge border, and lots of perennials, lots of evergreens, and a lot of layers out here. And I have an eye on a Japanese maple already, so we'll see. But this is it. I'm going to be traveling, so I'll pop back in. Maybe I'll find some fun areas where the landscaping is really nice where I'm going, and maybe I'll be able to film while I'm gone. But I'll be back on Monday. So I'll see you on Monday. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. This is Leslie with Art Ladle and Spade. I am back. I figured I would pop back in here and show you the view again from the AI inspired gardens. And that third island out there will be created next week. And that will be a rock border as well. And be looking forward to that. Right now our space is limited. We have dogs and we have a temporary fenced in area that has gotten quite small. So just trying to decide whether or not we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and create the third rock garden before we expand the fence area so that the dogs have some room back here. But so the third rock garden will be in the vicinity where the rocks are currently. And yeah, so it's coming along. I have some AI images that I have fallen in love with that are really going to inspire this next rock garden and this area in general. And so I'm excited to be able to get back on track with my AI gardens. But there's a lot going on. This is my 4 o'clock that was kind of struggling over the past couple of years, and now that it's here in this area, it's very happy. It's not getting a lot of water, so I guess that's what it needed, and it's by itself, so it doesn't have anything competing with the root system. And I wanted to show you these little fun things. I saw these at at Pike's, and didn't realize they were selling these, and they were growing right in our backyard. So I did dig these up last weekend and put these in here. These are a ground cover, and I just really think they're really pretty. I am going to go ahead and put some more succulents back here. And this was going on my table. So these again are the seedlings that I did not think made it. And once they came outside, I've reused the soil, and then they took off. So I believe these are zinnias right here. These look very similar to zinnias. I think this is a blanket flower. My hyacinth have already bloomed and the flowers have already died back. I have another one down here. I'm not sure what this is. This might be another blanket flower. This is just corn from where the squirrels are burying the corn. And I'm trying to think of there was some other lupin in the front yard that I saw popping up. This is my astilbe that came from inside the house. It's struggling, but it's still here. And here's some astilbe here. And this was a zinnia. But I have noticed with my Dutch irises that the squirrels, the ones that were still buried, the squirrels are digging those up. So I'm hoping these last until I get that island built. These will go in the third rock garden. And so they're holding on for dear life right now. But my hostas are gonna go along the fence where I just showed you on the side of where the garbage can flagstone space is gonna be. But we are ripping that fence out. So I don't wanna put anything over there yet because it's gonna get trampled with the new fence being built or being put in. But this is what's left on the table out here, and I'll show you what's going on in the sunroom, and that's it. Okay, we're in our sunroom, and this is what is left of the 9 million seeds and seedlings that started in this sunroom. This is what's left. Because Leslie thinks she knows everything, and I was going to have this island ready, and these were going to be amazing out in my island. They are still in their seedling trays because Leslie is scared to repot these things so that they can be happy and the roots can spread out and they can thrive. I'm afraid to take them outside because I've already lost some, but these are the ones that are alive. And these are my ride or die. These are my ride or die seedlings right here. My blanket flower, my tick seed, my zinnias, my foxglove, my bee balm. These are my friends. These are my friends. This is the back of the black-eyed Susan tray that was real full weeks ago. This is my blanket flower tray. This is my bee balm tray. My bee balm is happy. Bee balm is hanging tight. This is my creeping thyme. Creeping thyme is like, girl, I'm gonna hang in there. And this is my Gara flower. Gara flower. She's like, I've got one more week and we're done. This is my this one right here. This one right here. I need to build an island for itself. Just for this. What is this? This is a cone flower. This is what my cone flower is doing all by itself. She was the only one, the only soldier. So just have your self-esteem in order before you do this. This will wreck your whole self-esteem. Make sure you have other projects that are going on that are successful. Make sure that things are right in your life. Yeah, make sure things are in order before you do this, and make sure that you have a place for them to go once they're ready to go outside, because these are all on the struggle bus. The struggle bus stopped at this address. This is my summerberry yarrow. My summerberry yarrow and my heirloom yarrow. I literally should just make islands for these. This is it, guys. I mean, like, I don't know what to do. I probably have another 2 weeks before that rock garden is ready. I'm going to be gone this weekend. So next weekend I will get out there and I will get this in order. Hi, everybody. Just wanted to come in real quick to say thank you so much. Overnight, I reached 100 subscribers and I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I wasn't really sure and am not really sure what to expect from this channel, but I am enjoying the journey. I'm learning a lot about myself. I am being humbled every day. Very, very humbled. But I'm having fun. I'm enjoying working in the yard and documenting this process, and I'm looking forward to the end and once all of this is completed. But I do appreciate the support, and if you have not subscribed, please do. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.